also their victims. As Amnesty International correctly stated, they kill both Muslims and Christians. They demolish mosques and churches. They don't differentiate. These terrorists are not our representative. They are our mortal enemies. The world knows that some of the terrorist groups being paraded as Islamic are creation of some non-Muslim interests. For instance, it is publicly acknowledged, though some people want to whitewash it, that the United States of America created Al-Qaeda, which is being projected as Islamic. Also, recently, a U.S. Congressman, Perry, testified that the United States Agency for International Development was financing the activities of Boko Haram and other terrorist groups in Nigeria and elsewhere. If the violence in some parts of Nigeria is not religious, you can...
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Save us time, Jerry. America is sponsoring them. America is this. America, this and that is... Baba, are you not also seeing your government spending billions rehabilitating terrorists? America is sponsoring them. America is this. And they started Al-Qaeda. They are the ones doing this. Okay, fine. They are. But Nigeria is a sovereign country. No be so. Right before your very eyes. Now America tell them to be doing Operation Safe Corridor for terrorists. Is it America and France and all these people that told Nigerian government accepted to set aside money from the Nigerian people in order to set up ranches, for terrorists? And America tell them that. Even if they do you, you go see they do yourself. Reason them now. At least you have to see the effort and say, okay, now America, they give Nigeria weapons. Okay, Americans also, they give the terrorists weapons, Abi. In your own country, they became so domiciled that your own soldiers are shooting their fellow soldiers because they are killing too much Boko Haram. Now, America caused that one too. America want to steal your crude oil. Everybody, sure you get, where is your government? Have you ever thought of that? Like, I understand that many Nigerians, like, are completely, hopeless when it comes to this Nigeria thing. So therefore, you can fill their head. You can fill their heads with nonsense. And they will be so proud to have this understanding. I knew that. They have been neo-colonialism. They have been the one controlling our leaders. They have been the one this or that. Right. So we are getting there. Your criminal leaders are culpable. And then you, an enabler. Because, you want one Nigeria. But somehow you just don't have a clue which one Nigeria you want. You've accepted that these guys have conquered everything. You are waiting for this shock or this surprise, this messiah or somebody or anything at all. So you've surrendered. As much as we can see so far, you've surrendered to them like you can't do anything to them. What do you want us to do again? We protested, they killed us. We registered to vote, they rigged us out. What else do you want us to do? You want us to just go there and let them kill us? So that is why that's what I meant by you've accepted, the majority have accepted that, you know what, Nigeria is not worth dying for. Maybe they just do whatever they want to do. Then it is not in your place anymore to confidently be saying that America is the one sponsoring this, America is Kinikon, they are the ones they are the ones doing all these things. Where is your government? Oh, our government have been bought. Fine. Where are you? When I've given up and there's nothing anybody can do about this. Do you get where I'm kind of like trying to get to? Right? It is sometimes very, very, very stupid to confidently keep repeating America is this, America is that, and you are not, by any chance, get so mad that you have criminals who are supposed to protect your interest, but rather they are protecting the interest of America, in protect the interest of the terrorists, protecting the interest of all these people that you are pointing your fingers at. And also, those of you who actually do that, okay, you are also helping to defend the criminals in your government. You are helping to tell us that they are powerless. Well, Baba, let me tell you something, Jerry. You don't understand. People, have you had an encounter with people like that you'll be having a chat with, right? Trying to have kind of like a, reasonable conversation, okay? And then, because the only thing they knew, the only thing in their head is that Nigeria can never work because America, UK, they will never let Nigeria work. There are people like that, grown-up people with Tinubu. Yeah? So the moment you begin to now try like kind of like a probe further and say, ask this question and all that, they will then be like, well, Baba, you know, go understand. I'm telling you, there's a professor, there's this research, how Europeans underdeveloped Africa. Say, yeah, I know about that. I know about it. Now then, they control our finance, they control everything in this world and everything. They can never let us progress. I'm like, right. You heard that from somewhere, right? Like repeatedly. And somehow you agreed, like Omo Otonio, like we can never ever kind of like make it. All these people, they will never let us. But you are omitting something. Your role in that acceptance, as well as the roles of the criminals, your leaders. Right? So if you believe that you can't make it and it can't happen, it won't happen, of course. But reason out, just kind of like reason out. Right? And you realize that if you rise against them tomorrow, do you know something? America will still deal with whoever takes charge based on your terms and conditions. Don't let anybody fool you. Burkina Faso is a small country. Their total external reserve in a French bank is more than 200 billion franc. What do they call them? CFA being a franc. A country that got independence from France over 5 decades ago. Yeah? And the country look more or less like a war-torn country. Then a young soldier took charge, Ibrahim Traore. So the rest of the world, they were waiting for the collapse of this new fancy guy, Traore, because they've sanctioned them. They've told America to leave, told France to leave. People were waiting for all this superpower to pull up and get rid of these guys because they are just smaller country. They cannot do anything except the Western world says yes. Abag is just wasting his time. They will never let his country grow. Nigerians are now watching a country rebuilding itself from scratch. They are witnessing something that looks more like a national, probably this gave them the national purpose in Burkina Faso. Today, America, France, and all these people, they were first initially bragging, grandstanding. They are doing their best. They are doing all they can. They are dangling different carrots before Ibrahim Traore so that they can come back to the negotiation table so that, sorry about the way we treated you. Sorry about the whole thing. Now, fine. What do you think we can do together? Today, America is no longer bragging. American General is no longer walking all over Africa bragging of how they want to go and give democracy to them in Burkina Faso. Today, do you think there were no oppositions who believed in this your fake democracy in Burkina Faso too? Do you think there were no generations that grew up and they were told that as long as France exists, Burkina Faso will never break even? It's been over 2 years now. They are not there. But you can easily watch them and say, well, they are actually moving. And if nothing truncates that for the next 10, 20 years, they are likely going to recoup a country that is so rich in mineral resources. that lithium that you are using for batteries is one of those things. It's one of the countries with the highest deposit of it in the world. France, they are taking all of this stuff. They are taking other stuff that they are using to power their nuclear plants for electricity in France. Resource that should go for thousands of euros per kg is being taken for peanuts for decades. The people in the country are living in penury. They are politicians. They all have properties in France. They have palaces all over Europe. But back home, it was a jungle for decades. Now they are just building roads. They're just building new buildings. Housing for poor people, schools, hospitals in 2025. So the world will treat you the way you allow yourself to be treated. Yeah? So America is they are the ones sponsoring these people, Jare. They will never let us grow. The blah, the blah. In a country that watched a killer continued as a lawmaker. In 2023, an APC lawmaker in Kano from Doguwa, his name is something, Doguwa or something, right? This mofo, right? You know what he did? In 2023, as they were doing those their charade, right? So in his own constituency in Kano, there's a part of that constituency where the people there resisted his rigging. They resisted his money. They rejected his money, resisted his rigging. He got so frustrated that on that same day of election, when things were no longer going his way, he mobilized his own thugs. He led them, picked up AK-47 himself, and he went straight to that particular ward in Kano. You know what he did? He picked up those guys that were like stopping their rigging plans, right? The women, husband, they mounted them inside the building and they shot this guy. They say he personally shot 2 people dead. Bah, bah. They killed 25 people. They set them ablaze in that building. It's part of the tragedy of 2023 in Kano. So the election was kind of like, said it was inconclusive. Then the whole video of the killings, the whole thing was all over the social media. So they reacted. He was arrested. And others who killed this person, who killed these people, they arrested them. Baba, within a week or so, they took them to court for murder trial. A few weeks after that, they said those people that they arrested with him now confessed that he was not there. He did not send them. That his political enemies are the ones who said he was there. Baba, with video evidence, photo, where they were shooting those people. There are some things I can't really show you here. They are so gory. Like the video of the ISWAP and Boko Haram killing themselves. You understand? Then that was how they removed his name from the murder list. The guy went on to be declared the winner of that election. He is in the National Assembly of Nigeria making laws. He was in London 2 days ago and he turned himself into a content creator. You must have seen this.
Okay, stop. Yes. Good morning. It's raining all over. It's a great place. Go. Let's go back. That's our enter the reception. Thank you. Good job.
To recruit from the youths who are unemployed 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them by illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
A reminder is needed. But let's go back to that middle belt. Plateau State, where Reverend Ezekiel Dakomo Abida Dashomo, shared with us the genocide that these loonies would love to keep denying, right? And then we'll go to something next after that. So for a reminder, by the way, if you have been here for this long, please be reminded that like the broadcast. Okay, in the Temple of Truth, you liking the broadcast is like you paying the offering, and the like button is right under the video. Use it just once, and continue with your engagement. So here, Reverend Dakomo, I kind of like to pronounce it that way, but I'll say again as well, Dachomo. Let's go to the middle belt, and a man that is now the face of this genocide they love to deny.
When they came chanting Allah Akbar after he has beheaded the head of a Christian, he licked the blood.
Have there been instances where you heard about Muslims also being attacked in a similar manner?
Muslims are saying they are killed, we killed them. Ask them, where did we kill them? Look at the recent killing. Look at this child was killed, and you are saying it's not a genocide.
So you're alleging that some of these attackers are being sponsored by people in power?
Let the Nigerian government prove me wrong. The repentant Boko Haram have been exhausted into Nigerian army and air force, police. That's why Christians must have a say in politics.
Do you have people giving you this information, or it's speculation?
Absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, insiders. I'm over 100% accepting the intervention of Trump, because Nigerian government, their hands are tied.
She's just there, we didn't get the age. Mama, we didn't have her age. This is one, she was also brutal that day. This man was also killed. This baby, she's 12 years old. And somebody will say it's not a genocide. And if they want facts family, like Remo Amokri, let him come to Plateau. I will take him to their grave to prove to him there's genocide in Nigeria. And if Nigerian government will bow down, mellow down, and accept their guilt and say, yes, there's genocide of Christians, they should not generalize it. If they say Muslims are also killed, by who? By Muslims. Why didn't the Muslims cry out? Let them cry out that their people are being killed. But they can't do it. Because they are attacking each other based on their belief in Quran. They are divided. The Muslims in Southwest, South, they are far better. They are very intelligent. They know how to worship Allah in truth. And they are Iran and love the Christian. They live together, but not in the north. Because of fanatical training that they receive from Iran, from Afghanistan.